Hi guys, it's IsCLM here, and today it is time for IsCLM's palette productions. Our first palette of the series is Palettes 262 by Original Minecraft Palettes. Before we get into the video, show this channel some love by hitting subscribe and turning on notifications. Now that we're all sorted, let's get to building, shall we? Some builders like to pre-plan and some builders like trial and error. I'm one of those who like to pre-plan, but I will dabble in trial and error if we need to. For now, let's start making some markers. I am using odd numbers, so I need to be very specific and very careful, otherwise we're tearing down the building and starting again. So we've got 3 gap, which is going to be for our door. Then we're going to do 5 and then place a pillar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pillar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pillar. So we're going to have 2 on each side. 3, 4, 5 pillar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pillar. I got distracted by that fox going for the chicken, so I'm just double checking. Whee! It's proper going for the chicken. I had to wait and see because that was entertaining to watch. Lol. So this is our sofa. I'm going to mark all the pillars, I think, so I know how big this is going to be and if I've left myself enough room. So between this and the house we go 1, 2, 3. I'm having some sort of like patio area, so it's going to look real grand. This will look good in survival if you're doing mega straight away, which I don't recommend mega straight away because it takes a lot. I mean, after all, I'm using quartz, and not just any quartz, it's quartz brick and quartz pillar, which can get expensive in survival. So you're better off starting with like a starter base and then building up to grabbing all these materials. But they are all easily obtainable. And then, now that that's sorted, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I definitely think we've got enough room to fit this all in, which is perfect. And then we're just gonna copy the pillars at the front for the back. That fox is going crazy. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. And all that sort. So, if I fly up, that is going to be the layout of our build. It looks small for now, but it's going to be massive. Trust me. I'm going to grab my stone now and grab a stone slab while I'm at it, so that we can add a bit of a path here, which is going to be made out of stone. There we go. And we're going to fill all that in. We're adding stone slabs so that it gives it a bit more definition and a bit more detail instead of just being flat against the quartz. Now that this job's done though, we can get rid of those, grab the pillars again, and we're going to start stacking up. So these are both going to be at different points. This one's going to be 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this one should be 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because our roof is going to be slanted, so we don't want it the same length. Otherwise it'll just be a flat roof. And there we go. Okay, now what we want to do is grab the pillars along here. This is going to still create a nice border. Kind of giving off grand entrance. These ones can do that. It's going to be quite a tall build as well. Like when you look at it, it's going to be quite tall. Especially if you say you're on survival. You can't fly around and be like above it or anything. You're down here and you're looking up. It's going to be quite a tall build. And once we've done that, let's add some of this. The details around the pillar are going to be important for aligning the roof correctly. And again, it gives details to the pillars, which is what we need. Oops. And we'll put that third one there. Like that. Now, before we do any more details, I'm going to add the quartz brick. I'm going to first grab the stone again because we need it for our door. And there. Because the quartz brick is only going to be for the middle part here on the bottom floor, and then it's going to be the main block for the top floor. But right now we don't really need to focus on it. And then, right, so I'm going to need the stone a lot more. And then we're going to add our pink terracotta borders. That's good. Okay. So I've chosen to use our mossy stone brick from our palette, but also incorporating regular stone brick. I think stone brick will look nicer as a base for the roof, then adding some texturized details with mossy stone bricks. I've also chosen spruce wood rather than dark oak because I think it gives a softer tone to the palette than a dark oak would. And it makes sense because I'm building in a spruce biome, and if anyone else was to do this, you'd have easy access to spruce wood more than dark oak. Okay, so what we want to do is we have a stair here like that because the roof's going to stick out a little bit like this. So if you're building this in creative or on your own survival world, you want to make sure that the spruce slab is one ahead of the quartz detail. So there's going to be a gap right now. Which I've forgotten to add a quartz bit there, which we will add in a bit. There we go. And then after that we want to go like this. I do this roof all the time. It just keeps it small, not too high if you don't like really high roofs. But it still looks nice. There we go. Right, let's do the other side now. So that I say out loud for you. You've got your spruce, a stair, upside down stair and a slab on top. Then you're going to stand on your slab and press a stair down so it's normal. And repeat that one more time. Nice. Now we add the stone brick. I'm still going to be incorporating our mossy one. I just like to use the stone brick as a base and then we add the details. So you're going to moss here, then a moss slab, a stair there with some more moss. Obviously not there. There we go. And we're going to do that all along the whole roof. And there we go. All the details added. It looks quite nice. We've incorporated our mossy stone brick, as well as having some of the regular stone brick, and that makes a really good roof. Now that we've finished the front part, it's time to add some details. I'm going to add a pattern of fence gate, fence gate, fence along here. We're going to take our flower azalea leaf and put this on top of the fence just for a bit of added detail. And it means we're also incorporating this block into our build. Our goal is to use every block from the palette, even if some are in the most simplest way, but at least it's still being used. I thought first this leaf would be very hard to obtain because you have to find a lush cave, but then I learned obviously you can just grab one of the bushes and grow a tree and then shear the leaves. Quite amazing that it's not going to take much hassle to get them. So if you want these leaves, easy to get, but you don't have to just use these if you don't want to. If you don't like it in the palette, you can replace it with other leaves too. I think it'd work just the same. So you can use oak, it still looks decent. Spruce, because obviously you're in the spruce biome, which doesn't actually look too bad. Or cherry ones, brings out that pink. Regular azalea even, if you don't want the flowers. We can try pale oak. Depending on the vibe you want, you can use any leaf, but our palette is using flowering azalea leaf, which I think actually works a whole lot better than the rest of the leaves. Now it's time to add some details to the windows, so we're going to need our pale oak fence, the trapdoor, and a slab. And the windows are also going to get a bit of detail, so instead of like a full glass block, a full glass pane, we're doing both. We're going to put the glass block on the outline and then stick a glass pane in the middle. It just gives it a bit more of a defined look and a bit of texture in it as well. There we go. Now it's time to add the detail of the window, which I've been learning a lot from Squid and Cam, who do a lot of building, and I've started enjoying the details on windows a lot more, because this is good with the use of different glass, but it still needs a bit of work. So what I'm going to do is a slab and a trapdoor, and then we're going to take our pale oak fence and literally just stick it on the window. Add that. And there we go. Let's get the rest on, and then we'll have a look from a far view if it's how it should be. And there we go. So if we move out here. Oh yes, that's real good. A lot better now. So then you walk up. It looks a lot better. And that's the front part complete. For this part, we're doing a bit of a time lapse where it's just raising the other pillars up so they're all at the same height and filling in the details of the other walls. So we are still having some windows on the side, but the back is going to be completely pink terracotta because I don't think you need to fill the whole build with windows. As much as they look nice and have a bit of detail in, having some simple look at the back is okay, because most of the time people don't go to look at your back. They look at the front, they go at the side a bit, and then they go in your house. So a simple back is okay. As I'm building this, I've realized how much I also do really like the terracotta blocks. So I think I will explore a lot with that in my hardcore series, and as well as other future series or building videos that I have planned. While we are building, make sure you guys have hit that subscribe button and turned on notifications. It will really help the channel out loads and make sure you guys are up to date for when I'm posting or live. And that is all the details on the front completely done that the wandering trader even went in and liked. All the details on the side also done with added details on the border part with trapdoors and stairs, giving it that nice curve. The same on the back, and like I said before, the simple plain look I think just looks perfect with it. Doesn't need a lot of texturizing or stuff surrounding it. It looks nice and simple. And we obviously copied the other side, same here. The windows, the fences, the slabs, the trapdoors, everything just looks real nice and brings a detail to the windows. And now that this part is done, we can move on to the upper floor, which has a bit extra detail involving quartz brick. So what we want to do is come to each quartz pillar part that has the ring that looks like a tree and rise it up by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And as we're doing this, we can also just connect them up. Again, this build is quite tall, and now that we're in this part of the house, it is definitely looking taller. All I can say is wait till we add the roof. Okay, so before we go on to the next part, which is filling in all the squares this way, I kind of want to just test something. If I show you on this one, the initial plan, then you will understand. Well, we don't need that. We need the... No, we've got everything. We need the... There we go. So my initial plan it was to fill this in with just glass pane, and then we add the details here like that, just a little bit wider than the ones downstairs. And then I believe it was something like that. Yeah, that looks right. So that's sort of what I was thinking. But I kind of want to just explore right now with you guys if I did it this way first, just to have a bit of detail in again. And just see what I think of it if it was like this instead. Still keep the maths right. Again, this is part of the trial and error. Even though I've planned it and planned all the different builds, it's nice to just explore if you want to change anything. Hmm. Do you know what? We're going to do the inwards bit. I'm going to go with it. We're going to do this plan. So what we need to do is destroy all this. And there's no wrong with changing our minds, guys. It's part of a builder's thinking process. You just think of things as you're looking at them and you're like, oh, it could be better this way, it could be better that way. And that's the initial of trial and error. But there's no wrong with it. Which means I'm not going to do one window, add a detail. We're going to get all the quartz brick put in place, which is going to be easy now. So we'll do this. So all of the quartz brick has now been placed. So all that's left is the windows and the window decorations. But before we do that, I have added the middle window, which has the same way we've been doing it on the bottom with the glass block and glass pane. However, on the back, we have something slightly different. I've filled it in with quartz brick, and what we're going to do is use some moss for the first time ever, and then add that. like that. And even though it's getting covered, if you're obviously on creative and you're flying around, you can see that it has something underneath, and if you get close enough, you see it's moss. Or if you get them people on your world who mess on with trapdoors continuously like this, they'll see it's moss. And that just brings a bit of colour to the back, and then once we add the details and the roof, it will look really good. So let's do a little bit of a time lapse as we add in all of the window details. Let's go!
Game on. Let's go. Game on, let's go.
That just took a lot of effort, as you can see, but it looks amazing, and I definitely think I made the best choice of changing how the top part was going to be, and I like it. I really like it a lot. A lot of white, as you can tell, but I like it. Details, you can see the details even when you stood down here, you can see it, and it really stands out a lot, so I'm happy with this. Now we've got one tough job left, which is to do the roof, which a lot of builders hate. You do not find many builders who are like, oh yes, my favorite, time to do the roof. No, no, no. We're going to do the roof, but we're going to just do the same thing we've done here, just on the top until it meets in the middle. So that shouldn't take much work, right? It shouldn't take much. It should be easy. Yeah? Okay. Let's grab our spruce, grab our stone bricks, and carry on. We're still going to do what we did before and just use normal stone brick, and then we will add the details of moss. There we go. Still gonna do that there. I like to just do one bit at the front and then one bit at the back, just so I know that it's gonna be meeting in the middle like it should. If you have Instagram, you can always take a photo of your build if you've attempted to build a version of this and tag me in it with @IsCLM. Same profile as my YouTube, and I'll happily take a look and you might get a nice comment. Oh, that's better. I was going to use the slabs, but I like the use of the regular block, and we'll see how it looks once we bring everything up. There we go. And then we just got to add stone brick and the moss. And all that's left is to fill in these gaps here at the top. is the look on the outside with a lot of details but a lot of simple colour tones, so it's not a lot of texturizing going on apart from the texture that is on the block, like the quartz and the pale wood. And I think it looks absolutely amazing with all the windows and a big open space. I love the patio bit before getting into the actual house. The roof is nice and big, yet still so small in height, so it's not overly big. And I think it works really well from when you look at it from down here. It looks really good. I mean, I'd love be walking around and then coming back to a base like this, like, wow. Now, the best part is with builds like these that I don't have to do the inside for you. You guys can easily decorate the way you want. But if I was to do the inside, this is how it would look like. Ta-da! All completely decorated on the inside. I decided to go with a checkered floor, but a bit more of big squares rather than little squares. Because the house is so big, I thought it just suited the look a lot more, and I stuck to spruce because we are in a spruce biome and it just made sense. On this side, I did it as if you did have it in a survival world, so you've got your enchantment table, the upgrading, and you got some storage, you got a jukebox for your music, and then over here again, still for survival but it looks good and creative, a nice little kitchen set up with the furnaces and the barrels, seating area where you can actually sit in as well, looking fabulous while eating your meat, and you can have a guest over if you want, and a nice spacious area for your pets if you decide to have them. And then if we make our way up the stairs, I've been using the wall things a lot more, and they're actually quite good for decorating like a barrier sort of thing or a wall design. So I've used them for around the stairs and incorporated the use of moss blocks as decoration, still bringing that nature feeling. And again, a wide space. I didn't separate it into rooms, it's just one big room for storage and other things you might use in survival, a table for decorations, and of course the bed, which may as well look nice while we're at it. Nice and simple, but I like it. I like the designs. I've also tried to use lanterns. You do get people who like to just stick a load of torches around. I ain't one of them. I like the lanterns. I have not yet tried the copper lanterns though, but I'm waiting for the right build for that. So guys, we've managed to take this palette and create an amazing build out of all the materials that are in this palette, as well as using some other blocks that work alongside it, and I am quite happy with the result. This build can be done in survival or creative, and I think it looks good. I might actually build this at some point in a survival world, you never know. But hey, please let me know what you guys think of it, because this, like I say, was pre-planned, but also we've had a few trial and error moments which have worked out in our favour. So I would like to hear your guys' opinions on this build. And that is episode 1 of Palette Productions. Please make sure that you have liked and commented on this video, as well as subscribed and turned on notifications. I shall see you all in the next one. Bye bye!